Today, I get to work with Kim, a woman who feels exhausted, overwhelmed, and she's convinced that she's trying everything, but nothing is really working. And when I look at it, it's not a failure of effort. It is not a failure of taking action. So in this episode, I'm going to uncover the hidden identity wound that is driving Kim's scattered energy and not focusing in a way that could really bring her results. So if you're exhausted, you're spinning your wheels, you are feeling like you're running around in circles and the results are not coming. If you find it hard to really feel and decide what it is you want, so your presence is focused and lined up with that, if that's you too, this episode is for you.
My name is Kim Riley, and I am a transformational coach and retreat leader. I work with women 50 and wiser. They struggle a lot with wellness. So there's overwhelm in life, taking care of parents, adult children, whatever it is, work, retirement, trying to figure that out. I think of myself not that far behind my clients. There's a lot that overwhelms me. My biggest challenge that I'm bringing today is just my own overwhelm, doing too many things with my work, personally, a lot going on.
The overwhelm. Tell me what a usual week looks like. Can you give me an understanding of that?
A lot of different things. So there's personal life and things that are going on there, and there's work life and things that are going on there.
Okay.
So I have a couple of different part-time jobs. So that's like...
A couple, two of them?
Two.
Okay.
One of them is 5 hours a week. The other's 8 to 10, something like that.
Okay, got it. So let's start on the professional. So 2 part-time jobs. What else?
I am... One piece that is very overwhelming for me is the work I do with a health and wellness company that I am an affiliate for. So that varies how overwhelming it can be. Right now, it's pretty overwhelming because we have products. I have products that I sell, and it's Black Friday, it's holiday time. It's like, there's a lot to do.
Okay.
So there's a lot
And you've got sales quotas you need to hit for that company?
No.
You got sales quotas to hit for yourself?
Well, that's probably part of the overwhelm because I don't say I want to make this X amount of dollars by some certain date. No.
Okay, so why if no one's setting a quota or a deadline for you?
Just because I don't want to be spinning my wheels. It's that kind of thing. Like I don't have to,
So you kind of got this internal goal in some way, but it's not a written down goal of like this. Okay, so we've got the 2 part-time jobs. We've got the third, business. That's your main business, is selling the products?
Well, that's an interesting question because I don't know really what I'd consider to be my main business. What I'd like my main business to be is the working with women my age and doing the retreats, and I would like to have an ongoing program that they're a part of.
Okay.
That's what I want.
And you're doing that already? Like that's part of your business? So you're working on that?
I'm doing that a little bit already.
Okay.
So doing some networking for that. When I go to networking events, which is also part of it too, because that's part of the overwhelm of what fits in there.
And you're doing networking
That's what I'm talking about.
for the transformational coaching and retreats?
Yes.
And are you doing the networking for the sales of the products as well?
Not so much.
Okay.
Although a little bit. After we're done with this, I am going to an in-person vendor show, and it will just be about that.
The products.
The products. Yep.
Okay, got it.
And
Good. So we've got kind of 2 arms of your business. Okay. What else do you do professionally in a usual week?
Well, a renewed effort is and this I've done a few years ago is trading, doing day trading, which is something totally different than my main focus as a coach and all of that. But there's a part of me that really likes it. I like the technical. I like the Yeah, I just like learning. It's a totally
So you
different
did it
part of my
a few
brain.
years ago.
I did a few years ago and did not have any financial success with it.
Oh, okay.
And
so
I
you're
am
feeling-
back into it because I know I learned a lot from that previous experience, and I know how to avoid some of the mistakes I made before.
Okay.
So that's
So
my
you're feeling
again is
juiced and excited
I'm
about
more-
being a day
yeah.
trader versus the transformational, or it's
Well, not versus. No.
The same.
Well, not even the same. I mean, really, the transformational coaching is what's most interesting to me.
Okay.
It's what when I speak to others about what I do,
Got it.
that's what I talk
it.
about. I mean, there's part of me with the day trading that's a little embarrassed about it. They're like a little bit.
Well, I appreciate you being honest here because I want to get like good lay of the land.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a minute. Before you judge Kim about doing so many random things, how do you fall into this trap as well? Do you focus on too many things that diffuse your attention from your most valued priorities and biggest dreams? Do you?
Just want to know if there's any other place that your attention is going professionally. Do you do public speaking? Do you run meetups? Do you do all anything?
So a couple months ago, I started a meetup group. And so I put materials together for that. And I've had a couple of meetings that haven't had attendees.
Okay. And what was the meetup group for?
For my transformational coaching. So for the
got
midlife
it.
women, and it's including the pieces that I really like the pieces of feminine presence that I like to teach about grounding and coming inside your body and being present in the moment, being outside.
Perfect. Okay. So I think we're getting the picture with
meetup group.
You've got a big week of
And networking.
lot
So
of
I do
things.
that's professional. I mean, a couple
Let's
of
go the personal. What's happening that's overwhelming on the personal? I know, you were sharing earlier, there's this conversation that your husband and you have had about his retirement. So has he made the choice already to retire?
Yeah, he's made the choice and plans to retire in the early spring of this next year. But we've spent the last couple of months meeting with a financial advisor, which is new to us. He's done a lot of that. He has done all of that through our years together. But now with impending retirement, it's a whole different thing. So it's not bringing for him, it's not bringing in his same income, although luckily he has a pension like a lot of people don't. So we feel very, I feel very lucky about that.
So in this him moving from his full-time income to retirement, is there now stress from him and you that you have to be the breadwinner?
No.
No pressure at all?
None.
None. Do you have to do any business?
No.
Do you have to?
Financially, no.
Financially?
No.
Do you have to keep one of these 2 part-time jobs?
Nope.
So you could be...
And I'll say with those 2 part-time jobs, one of them is... both of them I almost consider it being volunteer jobs. Yes, they do pay me a little bit. But I really like being in both of them because of what they provide, who the service is provided for that I'm a part of.
Got it. So it's more you're doing
it's kind of like a volunteer job. I mean, it's more that.
Got it. Okay.
So I don't know that I would totally drop those.
So are you in a position where you could really, truly recreate a usual week and month from scratch exactly the way you want it? With no pressure of breadwinning?
There's not a pressure of breadwinning.
Well, what an amazing time for you.
And then the overwhelm is like...
Right? Like if the nervous system, the overwhelm just immediately comes up. So I want you to stay with that because that's an interesting thing that when I say you now can give up all of this overwhelm, all of these scattered pieces, you feel more overwhelmed by me saying that.
I don't know if it's more overwhelmed. It's just there's an emotion. There's an emotional reaction to it.
What is the emotional reaction? I'm going to say it again. I want you to feel into the emotional reaction because that's a really important skill. Some people are just so used to overwhelm or used to anger or used to frustration. and something's changing in your life, we want to go like, what is it actually? Is it actually overwhelm, or is it something else? So I'm going to say this to you again, and I want you to feel in your body emotionally what happens. You now, Kim, have the opportunity to let go of all of this and create your life anew in exactly the way you want it. Because you don't need to financially bring anything in.
Yeah.
What's the emotion that you feel?
I don't totally know, but part of it is there is this underlying excitement, like when you first said that, of like, you could start from scratch, and I'm like, yeah. And I don't know what maybe that's part of my, I think of myself, part of my type 9 that I think I am as an Enneagram, just like, I don't totally know what the emotion is. I just know it's a big one.
Yeah.
So that's what brings on the.
So feel that down
action.
here, more in your belly, because whenever there's overwhelm, it's usually an excess of thinking.
Yeah.
It's an excess of scattered thinking and what do I do next? Does that
Right.
resonate?
Yes.
Yeah. And so we've got to come back into the body to find that still point in the body and go, okay. And here, this also is the energy connected to the heart of what do I want? If I'm not here, embodied, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
So that's why a type 9 on the Enneagram, or, just anyone listening to this, is like having a struggle with, what is it that I want? I know what everybody else wants. I know what I should be wanting.
Right.
But I don't know what I want. It's because there's a disconnection to right here. So when I ask you, what is it that you want in a perfect week that can be repeated, that has you feel the way you want to feel? Do you know the way you want to feel?
Yeah.
Tell me how you want to feel in a perfect week that could be repeated week after week after
Just
week.
the excitement, the joy, like having, there are people, and there are a few people in my life who just seem to be just very carefree, and it doesn't matter how every day goes exactly or whatever. There's still this carefree. There's this joy. It's like, life is
so carefree, joy.
Yeah, and it is a physical or a sensation.
Yeah.
It is an uplifting. Like,
you
wow,
also-
like nothing.
Do you also see, here's what I feel for you too. There's a pull between this uplifting and joy and spontaneous and like throw everything out, like we're retiring, I don't have to worry, and this deep desire to impact women. Is that true?
Yeah, I would like to have impact. I mean, I think, I have in my, I'll have fits and starts of things. So when I have done some of my one-on-one coaching with women, sometimes it falls flat, but there's definitely times when it has been uplifting for them and they really notice a difference and feel something.
Do you want to be public speaking and doing these public workshops and retreats?
I think, the retreats part for sure, just because I like them myself, so it'd be very cool to be, and what I envision for something that, like a multiple day thing, 3 days or something, is having a collaboration where I'm not the only, I'm not the only facilitator, but there's several of us and we have different, or whatever, even if it's 2 of us. And I did do a single day retreat with another facilitator, and that was good because I like the breadth of.
God, so it's not just you,
not just
like
me.
You've seen me do at Spiritually Successful or another event. Yeah, you're a part of it. Okay.
Like I'm part of a group of. Yeah. teachers.
Because when I say, what if you just threw caution to the wind and you were spontaneous and joy, but give up all of that transformational coaching and the retreats and just let it all go. It's too overwhelming. It's too much work. What happens in your body? It's like, don't even do it.
Well, part of me is sad, I guess, that I wouldn't have. Well, I mean, I guess there could be another way to have impact.
Yeah. So I just want to test that out. I feel like the impact or being of service in some way in the personal development realm is really important to you. And you've got many, many years ahead of you. You look amazing. You're so fit, right? You're active. There's no reason. Okay. So anything else on the personal side that's overwhelming? Is your husband okay if you just didn't do any of this?
Totally.
Okay. Right. You got that.
And he's
support.
like, I'd love for you to do what, I just want you to be happy and do things you love to do.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you always had a big challenge with self-doubt and doubting your accomplishments?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a time in your life that you were just like, I am a rock star, and there was no self-doubt?
It's funny because now there is some self-doubt with this area, but just my athletic endeavors. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was 8, 9, 10 years old, I was a competitive swimmer, and I was good.
Yeah.
And I knew it. And I remember 10 years old, I remember in 5th grade, I knew how to swim. I was a good swimmer already, but I took in school, I took a swimming class, not because I needed to learn how to swim. That's the last thing I needed to do, but it was where I could go. And I just knew I was good. Like I'm the best in this class. And I wanted to show people that. So that's like that's the first.
When did that crack? That knowing that you were so good and the best at your athletics, when did that crack? And this self-doubt seep into everything you're doing professionally? Was it in your 20s or 30s or 40s?
It's really only been in the last probably 5 years where, because tennis is another sport that I engage in. The only thing that I do competitively now.
Got it.
And I've fallen some, because of my age and my whatever, not as agile, and I'm so that's hit my confidence a little bit. But there are others. I mean, I do other activities that I still know I'm good at. I'm a skier. I know I'm good. I'll ski with anybody. We can go anywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can do this.
Yeah, no, that's great. I love that. And I feel your energy. It's like, I don't know if I've ever seen you that confident. I can go here, I can do this, I've been doing this, it's only in the last 5 years, because... So why are you choosing professional endeavors that you're not good at?
I don't know, part of it's the challenge of it, maybe, just like...
It's because day trading. You think you're amazing at day trading? No. Do you think you're going to be amazing at day trading?
I don't know. There's part of me that hopes I can be.
Do you know intuitively that you were born to day trade?
No, definitely not.
Right? Do you know in your heart of hearts that you were born to sell products?
No. Yeah.
Do you know in your heart of hearts you were born to every week find 3 or 4 speaking gigs to market your work and your business?
No.
Do you feel in your heart of hearts that you were born to be a solopreneur with a coaching business, so half of the time you need to market in order to get the clients?
Yeah, no, probably not. I just want to have them.
You want to have them. That's fine. Do you feel like you're really good at coaching women when you have them?
I can be, and sometimes it hasn't been.
Okay.
Like sometimes I can feel
So I'm
it kind
still
of going
not
a little
feeling
flat.
the like
Yeah.
skiing, tennis, blah, blah.
Right.
Okay. And do you feel like you can be amazing at retreat facilitation with others if you weren't the only one?
I think so. I mean, there's still, I don't have the,
Self-doubt.
yeah, I don't have the total conviction.
Correct.
Even so. Yeah.
Okay. So, Kim, even though it feels like you're spinning your wheels, you're splitting
Okay.
more than spinning. You're splitting energy in very small quantities. So
ways.
you are shown, you are mirrored that you can't do it. Because we get our life, would you agree that your life is a mirror
Yeah.
to what's internally going on? So what's internally going on is I'm going to try lots of things because I don't want to get this wrong. I might
Right.
choose the wrong thing.
Right.
So I better try all of them. I need to try all of them and get my enough, chips in plenty of places so I don't fail. One is going to work, but it's mirroring to you. I might be a failure. I might get this wrong. And so unconsciously you're setting it up that you'll fail at every single one of them and get them all wrong. And it's because unconsciously we have the life mirroring what we feel and think. Can you see that in maybe a clearer, different way today? That you're in this perpetual pivot mode.
Yeah.
So life can show you can't do it. Perpetual, what's the next thing?
Yeah, I've thought about that. Like I know that that's sabotaging myself.
Yeah.
To be split.
And in your words, how is it sabotaging when you split?
Because I lose the focus,
Yeah. Will you ever be successful at any one of them, even if it's the best, most powerful one, which I think the retreat facilitation is leading as far as your desire? Will you be the retreat facilitator that you want to be with 2 part-time jobs, 2 other jobs, including day trading?
No.
No. It's a big no.
Yeah.
So, coaching question. What comes up when I say, Kim, we need to decide, which means cut off all
Right.
other. We need to decide on one. Just feel into your body what comes up when I say, Kim, every single other option is going to be gone.
Gone.
And I am going to focus on one only.
Mentally, for sure, there is an ease to it. Of like, it's just simple, simplify.
Yeah.
Simple.
Great.
Yeah.
One option to win. All chips in.
Yeah.
No hedging of bets anywhere else. What else comes up?
The fear of failing at that one thing.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I want you to see that. Because there is a chance I might fail at this one thing.
Yeah.
But if I don't go for this one thing, I am going to fail at it.
Anyway.
I am absolutely going to fail at it.
Yeah.
You're already failing at it. There is no further down than this. But you need to see it. I might fail at it because that's what keeps you.
Right.
And I can never really relax into the one thing and put all my attention there. And then have to deal with myself when I'm not focused and I'm not doing it.
Right.
Because right now you can just keep yourself busy. And so many people, you know, I know, people watching this, they're doing it. They don't even know they're doing it. They don't have the courage to say they're doing it. They just keep themselves busy. And their true dream, at least in this season of their life, they're like, oh, I just don't have the time, or I don't have the this. It's not a spinning of the wheels. It's splitting of your attention and your focus and your presence.
Yeah.
So I want you to be with that shake, because I think what we're going to do right now is cut off all other options while we're here, because the power is in being witnessed. And I don't want to put words in your mouth here, but we're going to cut off, and then I'm going to set you a 14-day challenge. So this cutting off is done in 14 days.
Okay.
So what is the first one of all this? Let's just go professional. What's the first of your professional things? Your 2 part-time jobs and your 3 businesses and your meetup group and your social media.
What's the first thing to go?
The first thing to go that you're like, no, it's not what I want. It's not what I can excel at. It's gone. I can hear everyone watching.
Right.
Day trading. Go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just hearing head bubbles. Does it feel like that's at least one of them?
Yeah, it's definitely one of them.
Okay,
If it's
so
the first one,
how
I
are
don't
you
know,
going to
but
say
yes.
no? How are you going to be done with it? How are you going to say no to that?
Well, I just right now I pay for instruction, so I just stopped paying for it. It's a monthly.
Great.
I just
Can you
it's a
do
monthly
that
fee.
this afternoon? Say I'm
My
done?
next, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I can
email,
cancel it.
I'm done. Okay, that's gone. Next thing. What's the next thing that goes that you say no to?
Probably the nutrition products. Probably the products.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't love.
They
I
are
don't love.
gone.
I don't
No
love selling that.
nutritional products ever sold again. Are we good with that?
Yeah. There's.
Breathe. This is a big letting go that you've not done in many decades. Like, great. Next one to go. Which of your 2 part-time jobs are going?
It's interesting because I've thought about having them both go.
Let's do that. Because you've only got one. And it doesn't sound like a part-time job is what you want to put all of your life force into. So let's have them both go.
Kim and I keep letting all the things go on the personal side as well. But a question for you. What do you need to let go of that's splitting your attention? Is Kim mirroring you in some way?
Okay, so we've got only 2 left. Your coaching and your retreats. Which I think can be very connected, right? But which one do you fully want to put your life force toward?
The retreats. I mean,
retreats.
if I do, yeah.
Okay.
But I keep thinking that I have to have. Maybe part of why that doesn't seem like a sole independent thing is because it requires other pieces to get the engagement and the interest.
You mean the retreats or
the
the coaching?
the retreats.
Yes, exactly. It's a whole business. A retreat business is a whole business unto itself. When you've got a coaching business and then a retreat business, you've got 2
I think
businesses.
of the coaching business or whatever that could be, like a group coaching program feeds into that, feeds clients into that.
Okay, so let's call it group experiences of wellness.
Yeah. Yes.
That's your business. Group experiences of wellness. Some could be on Zoom and some could be in nature.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's your 14-day challenge. Take a deep breath. Are you noticing everything's getting a little more here, a little more nerve-wracking than what I'm feeling, which is like, this is going to feel so much better. But it's this, it doesn't make sense sometimes to our psyche, does it? I'm letting all this go to give myself the best opportunity.
Right.
I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Why can't you let it go? At least what the mind says. I can't let
Kind of
all
go
of this,
because yeah.
I can't let all this go because
Because it could mean that all of it goes.
all of it fails.
All of it fails, yeah.
Even when I put all of my attention. That is the key. So over the next 14 days, you're going to be with that shake, that tension. I could find that at the end of this next decade, I failed at one thing that I put all of my attention to.
Okay.
But I'm willing to do that to give myself the only chance to succeed at that one thing that means the most to my heart. So the 14-day challenge, every single day, you're going to say no to something. So this is going to be a quick cut. Day 1, day trading, gone. Day 2, no products.
Yeah.
Day 3, putting your resignation into one of the. Day 4, take a few deep breaths because that's a big 3 days, and say no to something else. Time with a friend who just needs you, but you know you need to focus.
Say no to whatever. Not
Anything
necessarily.
that is going to take away, from you being focused on this one thing. Something no every day. But we need to get in day 5 or day 6, the second job. What else do you say no to, need to say no to in 14 days to clear the decks?
Yeah.
But if you do this, we're going to be following you. And if you do this, I am going to, as we have a part of this show, that you'll get 2 tickets to Spiritual and Successful if you do this. And that I'm right there with you to support you in this one focus. Everyone watching is going to be on your side. Can you do it? Because there's going to be challenges. But are you willing to accept my challenge?
Yeah.
14 days, every day there is a no. And at the end of 14, one thing remains. One business, one message, one focus.
Yeah, I think so, because it's been, especially the last couple months of just like knowing that I'm so spread between all these things. Like, what am I doing?
And you can just say to yourself, because I'm getting my life to mirror to me, that I have so much self-doubt. I have my life mirroring to me, that I have so much self-doubt that I can win at anything. Just say that to yourself.
So it's my life mirroring to me that I have
That I have so
much
much
self-doubt that I can win at everything.
At anything.
At anything.
Because you have self-doubt, you can win at this retreat game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why life is kind of showing you that. All right. I kind of like leaving coaching sessions with the person feeling in tension, because that's what's going to have you move. Thank you, Kim, for being so honest and so in the hot seat in a way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck with the challenge. We'll see you in 14 days.
Okay. So after the coaching challenge, I feel confident. A little bit of trepidation, but there's also underneath that a sense of relief.
Now, before we see if the challenge was completed, I have a favor to ask you. If you've watched this episode up to this point, you probably have liked it. So could you go ahead and click the like button for me, and then subscribe to this channel if you want to see more episodes like this. There's so many amazing coaching clients coming in over the next few weeks. And if you're not part of the Awakened School community, the first step is to go to the link in the description below to the Awakened Life newsletter, where every week I'm going to give you tips, tools, resources, coaching questions to live an awakened life. So the link is in the description below.
I have now said no, in addition to my nutrition company that I was selling products for. Gave that a no, told my leader that, and that's done. The third no I just completed was to stop my day trading subscription. I had a subscription. That was an easy one. My hardest one coming up, and I'm still in debate about it, is that my other part-time job. I've got to be 100% truthful here, right? Authentic. I gave up my trading. I said no to that. Did not renew my subscription. Have decided to stop the nutrition products and promoting that. However, there's a bit of FOMO. I was in bed last night, woke up this morning going, oh shit, like there was still this trepidation, like, oh my God, can I make this?
Hello, Kim. No, Riley. Do you feel like you successfully did this challenge? Or what grade would you give yourself with saying no every day to something and really being able to cut out those things that don't serve?
Probably a B, because I wouldn't give myself an A for sure. Because it wasn't, there were places that I was leaking. But I wouldn't give it a C either, because the big no's are no's in my, some of those no's have been my actions, and some of them are like, okay, my deadline is today, and now it's no. So it qualified. Yeah. So those kind of average out to a B. I don't know.
So here's the thing. The community is going to weigh in on this. Okay. Does Kim get her 2 tickets to Spiritual and Successful or not? And I'm serious, if you're watching this, weigh in, because I do want to applaud you, Kim, for the big no's, the scary no's in some way that you've been in for a long time, and clearing the decks, particularly on the largest things, getting all the jobs except one, and the big, day trading and the products to clear the way. And I also don't want to be Miss Easy, and so I don't want to give it to you if the rest of the group's like, she didn't do the challenge. So let's see, post below, does Kim get 2 tickets to Spiritual and Successful? And I could be swayed, Kim, if you message me in 7 days with a no that was really big, that you said another no. And you can have time to think about it. Something that would really dial this in and make this more than just a 14-day experience. You up for that?
Okay.
All right. We will be seeing everyone. Go ahead and post below and give Kim some love and big, big congratulations for all the no's that you said. It is time to really focus and move forward with what it is that you're here to do and support these women. Thank you, Kim. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Before you go, make sure you stay connected to our community of leaders, entrepreneurs, high performers who want to live an awakened life by signing up for the free newsletter, The Awakened Life. And this month, you have an opportunity to join us at Spiritual and Successful and get some heavily discounted tickets that are going on right now. Spiritual and Successful, the live event, is me training you for 3 days on how to increase your magnetism, how to increase your presence, how to increase the ownership of your value and your worth, and how to communicate this. This experience is about how you get the brakes off to what it is that you're trying to do. What stops you from what your heart is calling you to do? It's also going to support you to live with an unshakable inner peace. I want to help you get off the mental and emotional roller coaster for good. So check out Spiritual and Successful, the live event. The links are in the description below.